Hello everyone, my name is Abhinav Tyagi, and in this session we will see how we can analyze memory dumps in Dynatrace. Before directly looking at the practical part, let's see some theory first. So I'm sure while working with Windows operating system, you must have encountered blue screen of death issue. So do you know when it occurs? It occurs when some exceptional situation occurs in the system which operating system is unable to handle properly. Related to this issue, we also have a file which has relevant information to the system crash or application failure. Memory dump provides that relevant information. It provides information about the last state of programs, application, and system before they were terminated or crashed. So in this particular session, we will try to analyze memory dumps in Java applications, which is often referred as heap dumps. So if you can recall a very basic concept of memory allocation in Java, then you must know that in Java, when execution of code begins, memory allotted to the code is divided into three parts: stack, heap, and main memory. Here, heap contain all the objects that were created in the lifetime of a code execution. If you can recall garbage collection in Java, then you must be having a basic idea of it. What it is? In Java, most of the time memory leak happens because of the abandoned objects. And abandoned objects are those which are inaccessible for the code, which results in memory leak. Now, as we already know that heap contains all the objects which were created during the lifetime of an application. So this heap can be used to track such objects, and we can analyze or troubleshoot the memory leaks and optimize the memory usage in Java applications. So I think that we have covered enough of the theory. More specific thing, I'll try to explain this later because they will be more relevant then. So I'm skipping those things right now, like these H profiles. Okay, so let's move on to the practical part of this session. Okay. Before actually beginning in the practical thing, I'm expecting that you must be having a Dynatrace account up and running with a one agent installed in it. If you don't have one agent installed in your system, you can refer to the one second. Okay. So if you don't have one agent installed, you can refer to the deploy Dynatrace functionality, which will be here. I have one agent installed, so it is inaccessible for me right now. Okay, so there will be deploy Dynatrace kind of green button here, which you can use to install one agent and other thing also. Okay, so if you have all these things, we are good to go. To analyze memory dumps, you have to visit diagnostic tools in analyze section of Dynatrace, which is right here. You can see. Okay. So as you can easily see here, we have memory dumps part. Okay. So after visiting this section, to proceed further, to be able to analyze a memory dump, you must have an ActiveGate installed and configured in your system or server, whatever you are using properly. So how we can install an ActiveGate? To install an ActiveGate, Dynatrace is having a proper documented blog on their website. So you can refer that from here. Here it is. But here I'm showing you how you can install. But if the process is not going as same way as in my session, you can refer this blog and definitely you will be able to install it because it is a very easy thing to do. um, okay, to install an ActiveGate, here you can search for deployment status, and in ActiveGates you can, okay, you can install an ActiveGate from here. So it has here, so you can follow these steps. Okay, so we will simply use these two steps. So we simply download installer here. So I've already installed it for you guys to save time. So we can get it from here, download section. Okay, so you can install it from here. So to save time, I'm pausing this video, recording of this session, and when I get it properly installed, I'll resume it from here, just to save time. Okay. So here we have ActiveGate installed properly in our system, and we can also see this in deployment status also. Like before it is something like Docker or something, but now we have it is up to date. So if you try to install an ActiveGate again, it will do is it will update the existing ActiveGate if it needs to. Okay, so I have this updated here, and I have one agent also and ActiveGate. Both of the things are good and up and running here. So okay, now we can analyze our processes. So particularly in Dynatrace, we can analyze .NET, Java, and Node.js applications. Okay, so right now we don't have any Java, .NET, or Node.js application open in our system. So it is showing here no processes found. So we have to open some. So for this, I will open one .java application which I am currently working on. It is basically an end-to-end integration of InfluxDB with the Dynatrace API, and then that InfluxDB is connected to Grafana. Basically, what it do is it fetch the data from Dynatrace API and gives the results or store the results into the InfluxDB database, and Grafana is connected with the InfluxDB, so we can analyze everything in Grafana through InfluxDB. Yeah. So I'm just refreshing it. So you can see here we can now choose an application. So Eclipse ID I have chosen here. Here it is. So here we can select eclipse.exe. So as you already know that technology is moving at a very high pace, and memory dump kind of things are those things which we expect never to happen. Okay, and the organizations are working very hard to prevent these things. So just to practice it here, we can't do memory leak by ourselves, because it happens sometimes which we don't know when the time will come, that time will come. So to practice it here in Dynatrace, we have a convenience that we can trigger dump by ourselves, because in Java the memory leak is handled automatically through garbage collection. So here we can trigger a dump here by clicking on this button, and as you can see here we have a notification that it may take few minutes. So let's say refresh this page. Yeah, you can see that we have triggered a memory dump here, and you can see it here also, like here. So what we can do is we can analyze it more. So we can open this from here, and yeah. So I was telling you about in the beginning about a file which contains all the information related to the system crash, when I was trying to explain you about the blue screen of death. So yeah, here is that file. It is giving us the location of that file which contains all the information about the memory leak or system crash or application crash, whatever you want to say this. So yeah, So here we have related information about the memory dump, like it happened at this time 5 seconds ago. Okay, so here it is the path which which is which contains the application information about the memory dump and size of it, and here it is saying that it is manually triggered. Okay, so you can copy this location and see where we have that file. Okay, so you can go to that particular location. So you can see we have dump.hprof file. So to analyze it, to see what there is inside, we have online web services to do so. So yeah, as I already told you that heap is very useful when we are trying to analyze memory leak. So what we will do is we will, one second, try to access that file here and analyze. It will be going to give us the same results as we are seeing here. But anyways, just to verify, let's see. So till it's getting processed, I want to show you one more thing, that I told you about the system crash things like blue screen of death. So how can we, access that file also? I'll tell you for future purpose. Like, go to control panel here, system and security, and in systems, advanced system settings, and in startup and recovery, in settings. Yeah, you can see here, in Java application we will be having hprof files. Here in Windows we have .dmp files. So you can, I mean, I didn't face any blue screen of that till now, so I will not be having this file created. But if it happens in future, so what you can do is you can copy the file name from here and search it here, and where it is present will come up automatically on the screen, and you can later on analyze what went wrong. uh, okay, so this was I was trying to show you. Okay, so we have this thing ready here. So yeah, yeah, I believe that you can see it here also. So it is also giving us the same thing, but in a more specific manner and more detailed manner. So what you can see here is, like, string is getting 29.6 percentage of our application, all the relevant information, large objects and all, you can see it here. Okay, it gives a very detailed information about our application. Okay, duplicate primitive arrays, like this, all these things you can visualize it here, this. Okay, so memory dump analysis was still here only. You can do it. You can also do it with .NET applications or Node.js applications. I'm not having those application created in my system right now. I believe that they works also in the same manner. So if you want, then I can create one more session on this. But I believe that from overview point of view, uh, this is pretty good. You can see it here. Okay, so I'll say thanks a lot for viewing this video, and if you have any Suggestions or feedback, you can reach out to me at abhinav.tyagi@zohrian.com. Thank you.